Welcome to another video, and today's top topic is King Charles III's coronation. Here's a rundown of what we know so far about King Charles III's coronation as the historic day approaches. In this video, we are trying to answer some of your questions as much as we can, based on the available data. Welcome to today's top. Aside from King Charles III and Queen Consort Camilla, other members of the Wales family are expected to attend the coronation, including Prince George, who is set to be one of the pages of honor during the service. It's unclear what specific roles Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis will have during the ceremony, as details have not been announced. After some initial uncertainty, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, has confirmed that he will be present at Westminster Abbey for the event. However, his wife Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, will not attend and will remain in California with their two children, Archie and Lilibet. The coronation of King Charles III has been scheduled for the morning of May 6, which is more than 8 months after the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. The date was confirmed by Buckingham Palace on October 11. This date is close to the 70th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's own coronation. It's worth noting that while Queen Elizabeth II became the monarch on February 6, 1952, her coronation didn't take place until June 2, 1953, as there was a period of national mourning for her father, King George VI. King Charles has chosen to follow this tradition. Certainly, the coronation of King Charles III is expected to be broadcast live on television. The coronation of Queen Elizabeth II was the first such ceremony to be televised, and it drew a whopping 27 million viewers in the UK. It's quite possible that the number of viewers for King Charles III's coronation could exceed that. The coronation ceremony will take place on Saturday the 6th of May. Guests will arrive at Westminster Abbey at 9 a.m., followed by King Charles III's procession at 10:20 a.m. The coronation will begin at 11 a.m., and after that, the King will travel on the Gold Stage coach to Buckingham Palace at 1 p.m. The royals are expected to appear on the balcony at 2 p.m. The coronation will be broadcast on the BBC, with rolling coverage kicking off at 7:30 a.m. and continuing until 3 p.m. The coronation concert will also be broadcast on Sunday the 7th of May, from 8 to 10 p.m. Westminster Abbey has been the setting for British coronations for the past 900 years, and Charles III's won't deviate from the established model, at least in this sense. King Charles III's coronation will be different from his mother's in many ways, as Buckingham Palace notes that the ceremony will reflect the spirit of our times and the monarch's role today. The ceremony will be shorter than the 3-hour-long ceremony of the Queen's coronation and less expensive. King Charles III wishes the service to be considered good value, and will include more representatives from different faiths and community groups, to reflect the nation's ethnic diversity. The King and Queen will travel from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Abbey as part of the King's procession in the Diamond Jubilee State Coach and return to Buckingham Palace in the Gold State Coach. The event will end with the royals appearing together on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. Traditionally, peers have worn scarlet velvet robes with an ermine trim for coronations. These robes were introduced in the 17th century, but the concept of ceremonial attire for members of the peerage goes back to the 1400s. Peers wear coronets that vary in style depending on their rank, and the ermine trim on their robes indicates their seniority. However, King Charles has requested that peers should wear their usual parliamentary ermine, or standard business dress, instead of the traditional robes, at his coronation. This will be a departure from tradition. The coronation regalia are very special objects that represent the king's duties and responsibilities. They are very precious and include swords, scepters, orbs, and other things that are usually on display in the Tower of London. The most important item is the St. Edward's crown, which will be placed on the king's head. It was made in 1661 for King Charles II and was also used by Queen Elizabeth II at her coronation in 1953. When Prince Charles becomes king, his wife Camilla will become queen consort and will be crowned alongside him. This means she will be the first consort to receive the honor since 1937. She will wear a diamond-encrusted crown previously worn by Queen Mary, as the crown worn by the Queen Mother will not be used. Prince Philip did not receive a similar honor because he was a man. About 2,000 guests have been invited to King Charles's coronation, including members of the royal family, representatives from the Houses of Parliament and the Church, and important politicians from around the world. The invitations were designed by Andrew Jameson and feature wildflowers and creatures from British folklore. The design includes groupings of 3 flowers to symbolize Charles being the third monarch of his name, and a green man at the bottom center, representing rebirth and wearing a crown made of ivy, oak, and hawthorn. This number is smaller than the 8,000 guests who attended Queen Elizabeth II's coronation. The king has requested new music for his coronation, including a special anthem by Andrew Lloyd Webber and a march by Patrick Doyle. The music will be directed by Andrew Netzinga, with Antonio Papano leading the coronation orchestra. The Ascension Choir, which is made up of selected gospel singers, will also perform, and the Byzantine Chant Ensemble will sing Greek Orthodox music as a tribute to Prince Philip. Fans can also listen to a special coronation playlist put together by the Department for Digital, Culture, Media, and Sport, featuring various artists like Kate Bush and Harry Styles. The coronation is a religious service that is central to the ceremony, where the Archbishop of Canterbury anoints, blesses, and consecrates the monarch on behalf of the Church of England, of which the sovereign is the head. Anointing oil, which has been used for centuries and is made from olives from the Mount of Olives near Bethlehem, is used during the service. The oil is perfumed with sesame, rose, jasmine, cinnamon, neroli, benzoin, and amber. The oil to be used in King Charles III's coronation was consecrated by Theophilos III, the Patriarch of Jerusalem, and Hosam Naum, the Anglican Archbishop in Jerusalem, earlier in 2023. Yes, the government has confirmed that there will be an additional bank holiday for King Charles III's coronation, which will be on Saturday the 6th of May 2023. The bank holiday will take place on the following Monday the 8th of May 2023. This will give people an extended weekend to celebrate the coronation and participate in any festivities or events that may be happening. After the coronation concert at Windsor Castle on the 7th of May, celebrations are expected to continue for several days. A highlight of the celebrations will be the Lighting Up the Nation event, which will feature projections, lasers, and drone displays illuminating the UK's best-known landmarks. The event will be broadcast live on BBC One and free tickets will be available to win through a public ballot. In addition to this, a new documentary will be released, exploring the formation of the Coronation Choir and the lives of its members. A new coronation logo has been designed by Joni Ive and his creative collective, Love From, and unveiled by Buckingham Palace on the 10th of February. The logo pays homage to the King's love for nature and unifies the 4 nations of the UK by using their respective national flowers: the Rose of England, the Thistle of Scotland, the Daffodil of Wales, and the Shamrock of Northern Ireland. Together, these flowers create the shape of St. Edward's crown, which the king will wear during the coronation ceremony. The logo features the red, white, and blue colors of the Union flag and will likely be seen on street party decorations and official merchandise for the celebrations. Around 20,000 people, including both members of the public and invited guests, are expected to attend the coronation concert at Windsor Castle. The event will feature performances by various artists including Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, Take That, Andrea Bocelli, and Freya Ridings. Perry and Richie have previously worked with charities associated with the king, while Take That's Gary Barlow curated the Diamond Jubilee concert in 2012. The concert lineup was further expanded on the 28th of April with the addition of Nicole Scherzinger, Paloma Faith, Tiwa Savage, and Ollie Murs. And that's a wrap to the video. Hope we cleared most of your doubts. Comment below with your opinion. Take a good care of yourself and we will meet again with a video of another top topic.